If you're a founder, a consultant, or really anyone who spends a huge chunk of their week talking to clients, today's topic is going to hit right at home. We are talking about how to automate meeting admin. Our goal today is simple, but honestly, it's a total game changer. We're going to completely eliminate that dreaded administrative fatigue that kicks in after every single meeting you host. Whether it's a sales call, a project check-in, a quarterly review, that administrative hangover is just a universal pain point, right? Well, today, we fix it. Let's really get into the mechanics of taking back your time. So let me ask you, does a 30-minute meeting completely drain your energy? Well, let's validate something right off the bat. When you're running client discovery calls, or hosting these high-level strategy sessions, or leading your team, the meeting itself is rarely the tiring part. I mean, you're in your element. You're solving problems, building trust, connecting with people. The actual conversation, not the issue at all. You're doing exactly what you do best. The real energy drain happens the exact second you click Leave Meeting. Because the real culprit is that hour afterwards spent organizing notes. That massive drop in energy doesn't come from talking to people. It comes from manually sorting through scattered notes, trying to remember who promised to do what, assigning tasks, and just typing out those incredibly tedious follow-up emails. It is this massive friction point, and it just totally kills your momentum right when you should be riding the high of a really great client interaction. Instead of moving on to the next big thing, you're stuck doing data entry, draining your cognitive battery on tasks that bring absolutely zero new revenue into your business. And the most important takeaway here is the number 3. This isn't just some hypothetical estimate, by the way. By implementing the specific automated pipeline we're going to explore today, an executive coach literally eliminated exactly 3 hours of post-meeting administrative work every single day. 3 hours! Just imagine getting 3 hours of your life back every single day. And honestly, the most remarkable part of this whole thing is that they pulled off this massive time savings without needing to hire a virtual assistant, without adding to their team overhead, and without compromising the quality of their client communication. Okay, let's move into part 1. The zero-touch pipeline. So the old way of handling this is what a shockingly high number of founders are still doing right now. They record a call, wait forever for the transcript to process, and then manually copy and paste these massive chunks of text into ChatGPT, typing out, "Hey, please summarize this." Honestly, that is still a huge time suck. You're still managing the workflow, you're still doing the heavy lifting. Now compare that to the new way, the zero-touch automated pipeline. It's entirely hands-free. You don't copy, you don't paste, you don't prompt manually. You literally just close the meeting window and walk away. The whole shebang happens automatically. So what's actually a zero-touch pipeline? Basically, it's a perfectly automated sequence. It kicks off the exact millisecond your Zoom or Google Meet ends. The call audio is seamlessly captured by tools like Otter or Fireflies, which essentially act as your own automated AI meeting assistants. They join the call, they listen, and they transcribe. But here's where it gets really smart. We don't just stop at some raw, messy transcript full of ums and ahs and random tangents. That text is automatically routed straight through a highly specialized, custom AI prompt sequence, specifically designed for client operations. It actually understands what an action item is, what a summary needs to look like, and exactly what belongs in an email. All right, part 2, 3 automated AI outputs. Let's look under the hood here. The AI actually breaks the call down into 3 distinct steps. Step 1, an executive summary gets sent straight to your Slack or email, which gives you and your team immediate context without having to dig through a mountain of notes. Step 2, a cleanly formatted task list automatically populates in your project manager, so like ClickUp or Notion, and it comes complete with assigned deadlines. Step 3, a pre-written, highly personalized follow-up email is placed right into your drafts folder, ready for you to hit send. It takes a chaotic, organic conversation and just structures it perfectly, ready for action. Your clients get these incredibly fast, professional follow-ups, and your team knows exactly what needs to be done, all without you having to write a single word. Next up, part 3, from minutes to seconds. 45. This was the starting point for that executive coach we were talking about earlier. Before they integrated this system, they suffered through 45 minutes of exhausting, manual post-call admin work for every single client. I mean, think about how much that caps your earning potential, right? It limits your daily bandwidth, and frankly, it just burns you out. If you have 4 meetings a day, that is 3 solid hours of purely administrative work, keeping you from actually growing your business. But now, contrast that immediately with their new reality, 30. And actually, scratch that. I don't mean 30 minutes, I mean 30 seconds. Instead of 45 minutes of frantic typing and organizing, they now spend a mere 30 seconds simply reviewing a perfectly drafted email before they hit send.
That quick review is literally the only human touch required in the entire post-meeting process. It is a complete paradigm shift. You transition from being a typist right back to being a founder.
10. This really reveals the massive cumulative result of all this. By shifting from the old manual way to the zero-touch pipeline, this workflow shift saved the client over 10 hours every single week. To put that into perspective, that is more than a full working day completely given back to them. Time they can use to focus on high-level strategies, scaling their business, or, simply leaving the office early on a Friday to reclaim their personal time. It just fundamentally changes the entire equation of your work week.
Finally, part 4, automate your backend today.
So you have a choice here. If you want to build this manually, you totally can, but just be aware of what it entails. It requires configuring webhooks, which, if you don't know, basically act as digital bridges between your different apps. You have to dial in these complex prompt parameters to make sure the AI doesn't hallucinate, and you have to set up precise integrations with your CRM or customer database. Honestly, your time as a founder is way too valuable to spend your weekends troubleshooting broken software integrations, managing API keys, and trying to force different apps to talk to each other. Fortunately, there is a super easy way to get a head start. You can just download the free post-meeting automation prompt pack right from the link in the bio or description. This resource contains the exact battle-tested prompt sequence used to extract those clean action items and draft those tailored follow-up emails. I highly encourage you to grab the prompts and just test them out on your very next call to see the magic for yourself. It is the absolute perfect way to dip your toes into the world of AI operations. But if you value speed and you want absolutely zero friction, there is a completely hands-off route. You can schedule an AI audit call to have this entire hands-free system built out for you. If you want this robust pipeline integrated straight into your calendar and your CRM without lifting a single finger, just schedule a call on that exact same page. The webhooks, the prompts, mapping out the routing, the whole thing is handled for you. Stop taking manual notes and let's automate your backend. I want to leave you with this thought. Why continue to suffer through a chaotic inbox and endless admin work when instant automation is quite literally right at your fingertips? It is time to challenge the way you operate, abandon the exhausting manual labor, and finally let the technology do the heavy lifting for you. So are you ready to make your next meeting your last manual meeting?
DM Keith Jones for more information or comment the word notes